George Zimmerman's gun. Now we know where he bought it and who sold it to him. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Sunny Abata.
And I'm Bob Fryer. The owner of a popular gun store is now one of a dozen people listed as potential witnesses for information as the defense pours through hundreds of pieces of new evidence. First on Fox tonight, Holly Bristow live in the newsroom. She's got all the new details. Holly?
Hey, Bob. Well, after getting several phone calls about being listed as a witness in the Zimmerman case, the owner of the Shoot Straight checked his records and discovered that George Zimmerman did buy his gun from one of his Shoot Straight stores. He also told me that 6 weeks after George Zimmerman killed Trayvon Martin, that the FBI showed up at his store with a picture of Zimmerman, asking him if he recognized him. Now he's on the state's growing witness list.
I wanted to say I am sorry for the loss of your son. I did not know how old he was. I thought he was a little bit younger than I am, and I did not know if he was armed or not.
On Monday, we could be hearing a lot more from George Zimmerman. We get to listen to a half dozen jailhouse phone calls he made in April. Today, a dozen names and addresses released, potential witnesses.
There's 2 guys in the backyard with flashlights.
Okay.
And there's a black guy down that looks like he's been shot and he's dead.
Unlike eyewitnesses, these folks weren't expecting to be on the witness list. The owner and 2 managers from the Shoot Straight were listed. The owner confirmed Zimmerman bought his gun at one of his stores and had been to the Castleberry location a few times. But an instructor at B&A Event Specialists, where they teach you how to shoot guns, tells me they felt blindsided to see their names on the list. He says Zimmerman may have taken a class there. Gander Mountain sells guns. It was news to the manager that he's listed as a witness. This list also reveals potential evidence we could see, printouts from Zimmerman's MySpace account and video of Zimmerman's wife Shelley at the bank transferring money. Video taken before she told the court she couldn't afford Zimmerman's bond.
Other major assets that you have which you can liquidate reasonably to assist in coming up with money for a bond?
None that I know of.
And looking ahead to Monday, Zimmerman made 151 phone calls from jail back in April when he was first arrested. We're only going to have access to 6 of those on Monday. Those 6 are pertaining to those statements that Shelley Zimmerman and George Zimmerman made about the money. Zimmerman's attorney filed paperwork trying to block our access to the other 145. We'll certainly let you know what happens with that, Bob.
Holly, thank you. By the way, so question is, what does the gun shop owner have to do with the case? Well, I spoke earlier today with Fox 35 legal analyst Diana Tennis.
If you had to read the tea leaves, I think it means the state is going to try to go somewhere with either kind of the improper usage of the gun by George Zimmerman, how not typical that would be for somebody in his position of the homeowners association person carrying a gun
What's typical
or weapon.
of what a guy would have a gun?
I think that they must be going somewhere with that because it appears that they don't actually know anything directly about the case.
Also in the mounds of evidence, 911 calls that George Zimmerman made in the months and the days before the shooting.